G'day everyone. Welcome back to the ICC Jimbo channel, and we are right back into it. We're doing some more, whoa. Yeah, so I knew that it was actual pigsty over there. And that looks crap. Sorry, chat. Alright, we'll do it like this for now. It will get darker a little bit later because of, the time of day that this is at. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Today we're streaming Afghanistan versus New Zealand, and I think New Zealand win, if I'm being completely honest. But yes, g'day everybody, g'day. We're live on the channel. We'll make sure that we are live. Are we live? Are we live? Hello, hello, hello. Hola. I reckon we're live. Yes, we are live. All right, g'day, Meg Gunn. All right, ready to go. Group D, the group of death. You get good viewership during the World Cup. Yeah. And I want to look. All right, this is getting loud. Whoa. Let's check my sound levels. No, it's normal. All right, maybe I'm just being a little bit too loud today. It's in the red. All right, so pretty much. How is my audio, by the way, chat? All right. Should be good enough. Sound is good. All right. Cool. All right. So, yeah, group of death. And I do get good viewership during this time of the year. It's a massive tournament. I would have loved to stream Nepal at 8:30, but I'm not allowed, apparently. Sister does VCE, so they're like, oh, man, you can't. Should have just said, really, channel comes first. I don't care about your education. But Matt Henry into the attack. Yesterday's stream got 9,000 views, and it did really well. So here's hoping that today does the same. I don't think it will. I reckon Nepal, I've got to really see when Nepal's fixtures are, and that could go very well. Very, very well. I can tell you that for a fact. So let's see Nepal cricket team. 8:30 again. 15th of Feb could be the big one for me. Nepal, West Indies. Keep an eye on that. We've got to see when the 15th is, and if it works out, it works out. Matt Henry. And obviously Rashid Khan isn't the one there right now. I don't know. They're just really big into Nepal cricket. I watched cricket all day yesterday. Surprise to absolutely no one, and I'm going to do the same today, and the next day, and the next day. Sorry. Is that how I spell his name? Is it Brahim? Yeah. All right. Dot ball. USA surprised you. USA surprised everyone. To be honest with you. Hang on, chat. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, I've got to fix this as well. Give me a sec. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. That should be better. Afghanistan. There we go. So, another dot ball. Rashid Khan is captain of Afghanistan today, here in Chennai. Looks, the crowd doesn't really look there today. That's a good shot in the air. Could the fielder get there in time? No. It drops safely. And it will just be the one there. Finn Allen on the field. Kind of weird to see him in a New Zealand jersey, considering he doesn't have a central contract. So, I don't really see him often. If that is Finn Allen, at least. It looks like him. And the scoreboard's a little bit behind here on the ICC broadcast. Down the ground, this should be 6. It's a really good shot from Gurbaz. And no, it's stopped. This outfield's quite slow. Satner stops it, just the 2. Enjoying cricket I'll be enjoying cricket for the next month, being completely honest with you. So the scoreboard is quite behind here on the ICC. What do you call it? The ICC. The ICC broadcast. Is there two? How many balls left in the over? Like, it's really. I'm confused, chat. Yeah, 6 after the first. That's what I thought. Anyway, after 1, none for 6. Field. Afghanistan won the toss. They wanted to have a bat first. First game, good game of the World Cup is finally on. Says Blake. Netherlands Pakistan was a really good game of cricket yesterday. Netherlands locked in. USA last night actually played some really solid cricket as well. They didn't even lose by much. And to be honest, India played like shit. They're lucky to get away with it. And yeah, this game is a big game though. Duffy in. Duffy to Ibrahim, I think that's how you pronounce his name. No run. Straight to the fielder. So yeah, I think Afghanistan will lose today. I don't really see all the hype. I think they would prefer to play in Sri Lanka. Prime Video sucks? Yeah, it does. Yeah. And I'll be using that for the next month, I can guarantee you. I've watched every game so far. That will continue. Duffy to Ibrahim. Yesterday was crazy. We saw a hat-trick from Mario Shepherd. We saw some beautiful catches. And especially that one from Hetmeyer in the second game. And we saw the US actually do well for once. Which, yeah, Netherlands fought hard. I think the worst game out of the 3 was probably Scotland, West Indies. And in saying that was a pretty decent game as well. So every game's delivered so far, in my opinion. Wait until we see teams like Oman, though. They suck. Duffy to Ibrahim. And it's a stop there. They'll just concede the 1. Finn Allen there. Very weird to see him in a NZ jersey though, because he just so rarely plays for them. He's enjoyed a lot with the Perth Scorchers, and someone's got their face paint and the New Zealand flag's the wrong way around. So, what are you doing, dude? Anyway, Duffy to Gurbaz, who's off 5 off 4 currently. None for 9, Afghanistan. Goes straight back to the fielder. Not going to be a run. Go NZ. I really don't care who wins. I just think New Zealand are better. But we'll see how it behaves later tonight. I think maybe that's why Pakistan said we'll bat first, because maybe the pitch is not behaving like we thought it was, and maybe it's going to be spin heavy later tonight, which will help Afghanistan. But again, actually thinking about it, no, it wouldn't, would it? It's 11 a.m., right? Is this when this game starts? Anyone in India, let me know. What time does this game start at? Because there's no dew at all. Yeah, no. What am I thinking? I keep thinking that this is on Australian time. This is in India, in Chennai. I'll check the time in Chennai right now, actually. Chennai. Shanghai. 11, yeah, not a chance that there'll be any sort of condition change in this weather. It's currently 11:09 a.m. None for 10 after 2. But yeah, back to back games of cricket in the next few weeks is going to be exciting. Yesterday was enjoyable. And if you can't watch it, you can definitely listen to it on SEN or ABC iView, I believe it's called. ABC Listener app. ABC Listen. Although that's got BBC broadcasters, so they're POMs. So SEN have all Australian games. So if you want to listen to Aussie commentators, that's where you go. And yeah. Later at night there in New Zealand. Actually a pretty good time to watch the tournament, and the World Cup's currently playing there on ABC. If you want to listen to some cricket that way, there's your chance to do so. Matt Henry to Gurbaz. Gurbaz is just going to play the single there. Last World Cup, these two sides did play, and it was Afghanistan who upsetted the Kiwis really, it was a terrible tournament for New Zealand. They struggled to get going. They played horrible in the Caribbean, and which led into their departure from the tournament in the group stage. So they're looking to try and rectify that, as Ibrahim hits it straight to Henry. Your stream did well yesterday. Thank you, Tommy. And yes, it did. It was an enjoyable stream as well as it did well, but yeah, it was an enjoyable stream. People wanted to watch, and yeah, we got good views. I'm disappointed I couldn't do Nepal tonight, because I've been told I'll be too loud later tonight, so I can't do it. But yeah. Straight to the fielder. We're just making sure that there's a glitch going on here. Oh no, it says we're live. Okay. Apparently 56 views already. So that's a very good start to the stream. And 10's in chat, so g'day everyone. Chuck a like, chuck a sub. We got some good subscribers yesterday as well, actually. Now we're in 1.9k territory. So we're growing there, as that's a single. And that one's a dot. Alright. Yeah, I know I'm definitely live. It just says on ICC. Oh, hey. It said we were losing views on the stream yesterday. It goes to one. We're pretty much 10k views from yesterday. Matt Henry, strong record in the first 6 overs. Ability to seam the ball both ways. So that's going to be on Afghanistan's watch list, his ability. Henry to Gurbaz. Gurbaz in the air. This should be out. New Zealand should get a breakthrough here, unless it drifts. Oh no, that is a costly mistake. Finn Allen and Tim Seifert, they've fought for the ball. They've both run into each other. And Gurbaz survives and picks up a couple there, picks up 3. And that's going to be a costly mistake, I reckon, because Gurbaz is a huge wicket. Daryl Mitchell there as well. That is a costly mistake. 3 players went for it. No one called mine. And Seifert and Allen have run into each other, resulting in no wicket. Oh, YouTube takes views away and regains views and all that crap, just to make sure that it's not botted, if you know what I mean. So I'm getting them back slowly. Gurbaz. Sorry, it was Imbram. 3 overs down. Could that cost them? Big time. Could Gurbaz make them pay for that? 3 overs down, none for 15. Here in Chennai. Chennai Super Kings play here. So Daryl Mitchell would be familiar with this environment. Played with them a few years back. And yeah, it's a pretty popular venue. Second most popular team in the IPL. And the second, equal first most successful team in the IPL, unfortunately. Yeah, so 9.9 thousand K views yesterday. So that was a very good stream. I don't know if today we'll do the same, but this game, quality-wise, should be better. As Gurbaz could have probably left that and gotten a wide, but he placed the shot and it goes straight to the field. I'm not sure who it was, but it's gone straight to the fielder for a dot ball. Run rate's currently 4.74. The Kiwis will be looking to... It's tough to say what they'll be looking to do at this current stage, to be honest with you. As Duffy goes to Gurbaz, worried that it would chop onto the stumps, but not the case at all, and it's just going to be a dot ball. Lucky to get away with that. Duffy did pretty well in his second over there, in the second over. And trying to put as much pressure on these two as possible. Duffy to Gurbaz. Gurbaz tries to do a little sneaky shot to go straight to Tim Seifert. Dot ball again. None for 4 off 9 deliveries is pretty good from Jacob Duffy. RCB picked him up, so that could be big for us later in the IPL, later in the year. Right now, obviously playing for New Zealand and trying to get them their first T20 World Cup. Fallen short a few times. They're good at making finals but not winning them. Is that gone? Or is that a wide? Umpire says nothing on that. That's a wide. None for 16. But none for 5 off nearly 2 is pretty good. Mitchell Satner having a talk. Matt Henry, are you still a big RCB fan? Yes, of course. Absolutely, I am a big RCB fan still. That won't change ever. Duffy to Gurbaz. Straight to the fielder at point, I believe. And that's just going to be a dot ball. No running there. Feel the Thrill is the song for this T20 World Cup. It's not the greatest song in my opinion. I think Out of This World's a better song. Definitely could have done better, but the stumps are still looking strange that they're pink. And yeah. Duffy to Gurbaz. Gurbaz wants to... That's a great shot. Predetermined. That's the first 6 of the day. And that's... What's deep fine leg or third man going to do to stop that? Because that's gone straight for 6. I believe it was near deep fine leg. Or long stop. But... Oh, long stop's a weird spot. No one would be fielding there. It's gone straight down the ground. And, you know, what are they going to... The short ground. Gurbaz should be familiar with this type of pitch. Although, in saying that, he doesn't really play IPL. So, I'm not sure. I think he played last year. I'm not 100%. But Duffy to Gurbaz. Down the ground. That will find the boundary. Gone straight down to the deep mid-wicket region, I believe. And that's going to be 4. And Gurbaz moves to 20. Duffy, disappointing at the end there. Been a pretty good start from him regardless. 9 for 26 after 4. Afghanistan will be trying to put up 200, I reckon, on this ground. At least. No one's put up 200 yet in this tournament. In the 3 games. This is the 3rd game in India. There'll be another game in India, and then the 2nd game in Sri Lanka will be Sri Lanka versus Ireland later tonight. England, Nepal will be the game to watch today, I reckon. After Nepal are better than people think. And yeah. Random things would agree with that. Ibrahim, down the ground, yeah, that's 4 again. Great shot. Same area as the last one. And New Zealand are under some pressure here. Afghanistan are looking to try and win this game. And, well, it's the group of death. They've got to deal with South Africa later, which is going to be a highly entertaining game of cricket. So there's that. And Afghanistan, I don't know, they're a bit of a weird team. They haven't played well in the Asia Cup. Ibrahim in the air. Should someone get there? No, it bounces to Rachin Ravindra. And they'll run 2. Another player who's pretty familiar with this venue is Rachin Ravindra. Played with the Chennai Super Kings the last couple of years. I don't think he's playing with them this year. Been a pretty good power play already. Who is in the group of death? I'll tell you after this ball. Henry to Ibrahim. They want to call this up. I think that's probably too high. Attempt of a run out. They've run 2. It's good running there from Afghanistan. And what does Matt Henry and Mitchell Satner think? 6 seconds. 5, 4. Maybe he sends it up. Too late. No. Who's in the group of death? I'll tell you now. So New Zealand, Afghanistan, South Africa. Oh, they've sent it up. But the group of death is Group D, which is New Zealand, Afghanistan, South Africa, Canada, UAE, and I think that's it. Yeah. Canada and the UAE aren't going to do anything. It's more Afghanistan, New Zealand, and South Africa. Looks too high to me. I don't think there's anything on this Ultra Edge. Let's see. Nothing on it. It will be in line, but it's about the length. Will this be too high? And it took them a while to send this up, so maybe it is too high. Satner, not sure. Him and Seifert having a chat there. The whole New Zealand team. Henry. So many good players in this team. You'd expect them to do well this tournament. I think they're going to... I'm not sure, Crick Lover. I'm not sure. Usually no. It's taking a while here. They're unsure with what's going on. Gurbaz having a chat with Ibrahim. DRS is finally here. I think it's a little bit too high, and it is going to be too high. Wickets missing. In line. It's just a little bit too high. And New Zealand are going to lose their review. Got one more to go. Satner having a chat with his bowlers here. was too high in the end. Did look too high. I think Afghanistan and the public kind of knew where this was going. Gurbaz on strike. Just chipped it past Matt Henry. That was a shocking shot. That really could have costed him a wicket there. Attempt of the run out. That also would have been out if that was Finn Allen hit his mark there. But he didn't. Henry to Gurbaz with 2 to go in this over. That's in the air. It's going to beat the fielder. And they'll get 2 at least. This outfield's very strange. It's a very slow outfield. It's not really going quick. So it's going to be easy to stop them. With 1 to go in the over. They do run 2 though. Gurbaz on 22. Ibrahim on 10. Currently the most runs in this tournament is Sky for India. He smashed 80-something last night. Really saved India, really, because the US were playing terrific. Ian Smith in commentary, one of the greats of New Zealand commentary there. Of course, he'd be commentating today. 3 overs down, none for 35. Mark Howard's commentating it for hopefully for Australia games. None for 35 after 5 here in Chennai. The Kiwis will be needing something to go their way, because it's been currently a wicketless power play, and this is exactly what Afghanistan would have wanted. So things are going well for them. Gurbaz 22 off 19. Ibrahim 10 off 11. They bat pretty deep. Lockie Ferguson's in. Coming back from an injury, so he hasn't really played much. But first ball he strikes. Ibrahim's gone. Lockie Ferguson removes him. And that's what New Zealand wanted. Straight away, comes in, gets a wicket. Afghanistan 1 for 35. Run rate's currently in the 6 region, I believe. Straight to the fielder, though. It's a pretty easy catch. I think that was Glenn. Who was that? Who caught it? We'll check the scorecard for a second. Yeah, Glenn Phillips. What cannot... This man in the field is dominant, though, Phillips. Exactly what the Kiwis would have wanted. Get a move on. Kiwis getting the job done. There. With the wicket. Yeah, Glenn Phillips is the man to get that wicket. Ferguson bowling there removes Ibrahim, and in comes Afghanistan number 3. Gulbadin. I haven't really heard him much. I know an awful lot about him. But yeah, what a good start for Ferguson here in Chennai. First game for both these teams in the T20 World Cup. I think both teams play 2 games before Australia even play 1. So, yeah, we play pretty late. We play on Wednesday night. We're the last team to play in the tournament. Ferguson taking some time here in Chennai. But it is a very early start for fans in India. 11 a.m. starts. Similar to a test match. But 3 games in a day is pretty good. Triple headers for most days in this tournament, so that's really exciting as well. A lot of time is being wasted here. Not sure what it's for. Crowd's starting to come in. Here in Shanghai. Ferguson to Gobadin. What can happen here? 22 off 19 for Gurbaz. And you'd imagine they want him on strike. And Gulbadin Nabib. A lot of time is being wasted. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going on out there in the middle, but some delay here. His best numbers here for Nabib is 57 runs. Ferguson. That's down the ground. Goes past cover. That's some good sliding there from a world-class fielder in Glenn Phillips. And they'll run 2 though. So Afghanistan, they'll run 3 actually. They'll run 3. They move to 38. It's a great, simple catch, which some of the associate nations need to learn how to do. Because yesterday the US dropped one, more than one. Netherlands, obviously, Max O'Dord at the end there dropped a wicket which could have given the Netherlands one of the good upsets of their history against Pakistan. And then, the US dropped away their chances against India. Could have gotten Captain Sky out a lot sooner. And that would have been the greatest upset in cricket, you'd imagine, if the US got over the line against India. But not to be. 1 for 39 right now for Afghanistan. New Zealand getting that 1 wicket. G'day Phil, how's it going? Afghanistan versus Seam today. Their strike rate significantly up if it's a little bit fuller. In about the slot region of where they're destroying it. There's been no full deliveries so far. Ferguson. And they've hit it about short fine leg around there for the 1. How was USA game last night? Yeah, I watched about half of it and then listened to the rest before going to sleep. US had their chances. The US made the game really interesting. They didn't give up. They bowled terrifically, and they just didn't. Andreas Garros going out early really hurt them. He was key to a victory. That was a fuller delivery, and that was punished. Gurbaz smashes it down for a 4. He moves to 27. He's looking good out there after a really good World Cup 2 years ago. 1 to go in this over. Nearly the end of the power play. I'd say it's been a pretty successful power play for the Afghanistani players here, and the crowd would be happy with what they're seeing right now as well. All highlights for ICC videos have been moved to YouTube finally. They used to be on Facebook, but they've gotten the rights with YouTube, so it's on YouTube, which is good. Good to see that they're back on. Ferguson to Gurbaz. And Ferguson cleans him up. That's exactly what New Zealand wanted. 2 wickets in the over. And there's another wicket. It's Gurbaz. That's a huge wicket for New Zealand. And just when I said Afghanistan were looking pretty happy with what they're getting, the end of the power play, there's a wicket at the start of the over, and just at the end, Gurbaz goes 6 overs down, 2 for 44. Ferguson immediately coming in and making an impact, chopped it onto the stumps. Gurbaz knew immediately it was a perfect length and unplayable in the end for Gurbaz. Ferguson is up and about. That's the end of Gurbaz, 27 off 22 with a strike rate of 123, 1 6 and 2 4s with 11 dot balls. That's a pretty solid knock. Could have stuck around there a little bit longer. They needed him there. But just not to be as he departs. And in comes Sadiq. Finn Allen there. In New Zealand colours. He doesn't have a central contract, so you don't really see him that often. That's the end of the power play. Jimmy Nation now into the attack. Run rate 7.33 for Afghanistan. Easter Bunny finally changed his profile photo. G'day, mate. I've set the traps up now, buddy. You come to my house for Easter, you're going to get trapped, mate. Fed to the dogs. Sadiq Atal into the attack. His best is 73 not out. Strike rate at 117 in his career. Jimmy Nation into the attack for the Kiwis. Down the ground. And they'll just get the single. 2 for 45 now for Afghanistan. It's a really good delivery there from Ferguson. There were concerns about him playing not much cricket, but he's made an impact immediately here in Chennai. As he cleans up. Gurbaz and the Kiwi players are very happy there, and I'm sure the country of New Zealand, if they're watching, would be very proud of that. Nasham. So to Sadiq. Jimmy Nasham. It's a good delivery again. Down the ground. And it'll just be the single straight to Rachin Ravindra. And it will just be the one there for New Zealand. Which means they are, or for Afghanistan, my bad, 2 for 46. Could have gotten a wicket earlier. Could have gotten Gurbaz out earlier if Finn Allen and Tim Seifert didn't collide there. But Glenn Phillips gets the first one. Ferguson bowls him out. A good shot there from Goulburn. Square leg region. And it goes down. And it'll just be the one there. 247 with 3 to go in this 6th over. Ended the power play previous over. I think that during that first power play phase, 7.33 the run rate. Ferguson 2 for 9. And it's just been one of those good starts for both sides until I think Afghanistan were on top of this game until the end there when Lockie Ferguson came in and took 2 wickets there. G'day, Sarah. How's it going? Yeah, it's a high-quality game. These are 2 quality sides who can do damage in Group D. So I think Blake said earlier, first good game of this World Cup is on. So, yeah, these 2 teams are going to be fighting hard to make the Super 8s with South Africa because you'd assume South Africa are going through. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Nation to Goulburn. Straight to the fielder. I think it's Phillips. Oh no, it looks like Finn Allen. For a dot ball, 1 to go in the over. It's going to be a very interesting game though because, yeah, this really could decide the Super 8's qualification before even the Super 8's have started, if you know what I mean. So it could be one of those situations. Because you'd assume South Africa do make it unless they stumble, really. Nasham. It's been a good over so far. Can he round it off? I bet you he can. That's a dot ball to finish it off. 2 for 48 after 7. New Zealand are clawing their way back into this one. Afghanistan will be needing some runs here going their way. All games of this T20 World Cup in Australia are streaming on Prime Video, so the way to watch this game in Australia is to watch it on Prime Video. There's a couple free subscriptions. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I shit on their platform earlier because they cut out midstream yesterday. For everyone, it's like we apologise for experiencing delays, and they play ads during the game on a paid service, which I don't agree with. It's not like they're not making cash off us anyway. You know? So, yeah. Novak Djokovic said that he's going to play in the Summer Olympics, which is pretty cool. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be a wide from the umpire. He's going to call a wide, you'd imagine, and he does. I don't think there should be ads on a pack. Yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. Foxtel do it well. They don't show ads. Sadiq. Spin is going to be such a huge factor in this T20 World Cup compared to last time. He's a spin-heavy pitches in the subcontinent. Satner to Sadiq. He's hit it down straight to Glenn Phillips. It's just going to be 150 runs now for Afghanistan. Their run rate 6.67. Has Novak won gold before? Absolutely he has. Satner on none for 2 so far with his bowling off 3. Trying to slow down the game here, which they've done well at so far. And Afghanistan, they're going to run that ball, but it's going to be a dot. Just a dot ball, which is exactly what New Zealand are looking for. The captain here puts himself on. Looking to get another wicket here for the Kiwis to really get in front of this game. That's what New Zealand's goal is. Satner to Goulburn, and it's just going to be the one. One to go in the over. None for 50. No, sorry, 2 for 51. My bad. 1,000 runs for Sadiq. No, sorry, Goulburn. In T20 internationals. So that's big for him. 7 off 8. 3 off 5 for Sadiq down there. And they'll get the single there to end the over out. 2 for 52 after 8. Sadiq on 4. Sorry. Sadiq on 4. Goulburn on 7. 8 overs down. New Zealand. They're the 4th ranked T20 team in the world. Population of 5.2 million people. Next door neighbours to us. Jimmy Neesham back into the attack after his enjoyable over there. And here we go. Neesham to Sadiq. It's a good shot there just for the single. Moves to 8. 2 for 53 for New Zealand. Neesham. None for 5. Neesham to Goulburn. Goulburn takes him on. That should be a 4, and it will bounce. It looked like it would be a 6, but it's bounced just before they moved to 57. Good shot. Umpire not sure if it's gone over. For 6, they're going to have a look at this. And they've decided, yeah, it's 4 runs. Goldman moves to 11. Really good shot. Goldman just going to get the 1 there to make it go to 12. Sadiq on 5. 2 for 58. How good was that Lockie Ferguson over though? Destroyed him. I think the halfway mark of the innings here. .3 overs. Ferguson to Sadiq, and it's just going to be 2 there. They're going to push for 2. They're going to get there comfortably. They move to 60 now, Afghanistan, with 2 to go in the over. Sadiq moves to 7 off 8. Godwin 12 off 10. Run rate currently sitting at 6.92. Nation. Looking to get a breakthrough for New Zealand again to just stop this partnership from ticking dot ball straight to the fielder with 1 to go in the over. Yeah, New Zealand to win, in my opinion, today. See how the stream's doing thus far. Eight in chat. Good to see. They've called a wide. They've called a wide. I need to grab a glass of water at the end of the over. Vote for your favourite play of the day on the ICC app or on ICC's website. Either or, but I don't personally do that. Probably should do fantasy though. Sadiq to Gulbin. Oh, sorry, what? Nation to Sadiq. Misfield though from Chapman. And Sadiq will run 2. 9 overs down. Actually, I'll grab a drinks break. 9 overs down, 2 for 63. I think New Zealand are in the better position, although Afghanistan are slowly building back into this game. So it kind of reminds me of this. Obviously, the result was 147, and I don't think this team will get to that, but kind of reminds me of that game a little bit, although that was a great game of cricket. Romario Shepherd yesterday got a hat-trick. Albeit against the tail, but a hat-trick to hat-trick. That was awesome to see for the West Indies. So they broke that game wide open. It's a good shot down extra covered region. Straight to Daryl Mitchell. They'll run 2. 2 for 65. Satner brought himself in again. Keep that spell going. He's none for 6. No major damage has been done on him so far. Maybe Afghanistan are aware of that. And they'll take on someone else later on. Good shot. I'll beat it straight to the fielder. 4 to go in this over. And then I need a drink of water. So I'll grab one in a sec. That's a shocking delivery in the air, but it's going to be... No, it's going to bounce. I thought that carried. It looked like it was in the air. But no, it isn't. And they'll get a single. That deserved to be dispatched into the crowd. Thoughts on Pakistan not playing India? No comment. No comment. Satner. Good shot down the ground. It's going to be 4. Straight down. It's a straight hit down the ground for 4. Move to 70. They will boycott the game, apparently. That's what they said. I really don't want to get involved in this political nonsense. It's ruining the game of cricket. That's what I'll say. I have no comment on the matter. Although I'm a bit frustrated that the ICC in India are dictating that Bangladesh can't play and all that when they were allowed to not play in Pakistan and all that stuff. But yeah, no real comment from me, if I'm being honest with you. I'm just slightly disappointed with the ICC on that, with Bangladesh, but that's pretty much all I've got to say. The boycott is a boycott. I don't know if it will stick, but Pakistan are serious. They should really stick to their guns and keep the boycott there. Yeah, well, that's another question. Are they going to give up finals if they verse each other in a semi-final, you know? So, yeah, I'm just disappointed that Bangladesh were kicked out of the tournament because they don't want to go to India for safety reasons, and yet India were allowed to not go to Pakistan for the same reasons in the Champions Trophy a year ago. So, yeah. Turnovers down 2 for 72. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I don't want to get involved in the political stuff. It's geopolitical. It's in the region. So it's really none of my business. As an Australian, I don't really care. I just want to watch the cricket. The Bangladesh isn't in. No, they're not. Scotland replaced them, and they played yesterday. How is that fair? It's not. It's because India control the ICC. Jay Shah, the CEO of the ICC, or the chairman, is an idiot. And he used to run the Indian board, so he has no right to be running that. Glenn Phillips, there wasn't a drinks break, so I won't take the drinks yet. Good fielding there from the Kiwis. I don't really get it, to be honest. Well, it's just geopolitical. It's geopolitical. It's in that region, so really, if you're an Australian, it doesn't really affect you. Although I hear it a lot as a cricket fan in a lot of Discord servers about it, and you see it on Instagram all the time on my Jimbo ICC Jimbo channel on Instagram. Same with Twitter. So you're kind of aware of what's going on, but again, you don't really care. Phillips. But the way that the two fans treat each other on social media is disgusting, in my opinion. And they really need to just understand that this is not political. It's just a game of sport. Please watch it. And who's playing this evening? At 8 o'clock, England will play Nepal in Mumbai, I believe. And then the last game of the day, well, technically the next day, 12:30 a.m, will be between Sri Lanka and Ireland in Sri Lanka there in Colombo. Goulburn down the ground, just going to run 2. No, he's decided I'm not going to run 2, and he'll push for the single. New Zealand have done well here. They've restricted them. How good was the USA yesterday? They were pretty good, weren't they? Put up a fight. They played well. And yeah, they should be really happy with themselves. Although they didn't get the win in the end, they really were decently close. Net run rate won't agree, but I think for the US it's a really good look. Now this could be interesting. White has been called. Do I think there'll be an actual no comment. Sorry. No comment. I don't know enough to state it. So yeah, no comment at this time. I don't really know enough about the situation. Down the ground, just going to be the one. Not trying to be rude or anything. I don't want to state I don't want to say something that's totally wrong, if you know what I mean, because I don't have any. I haven't really researched what's going on. I know that there's attacks about some sort of region in Pakistan, but like all of that. No, you mean will the USA be a threat to teams that play? Okay, that's what you meant. All right. Look, they're a rising nation, and that's a great shot from Goulburn for 6. See you later. Moves to 24 runs. But the US did shock Pakistan last time at the World Cup in Texas, if you guys remember that. One of the great upsets. And they play Pakistan next, so after the way Pakistan played yesterday, then yeah, they've got a serious chance. Do they go to the Super 8s? I'm not sure. Sanjay played well, the Unicorns player. So good to see. US team looks very multicultural, because it is. Phillips to Goulburn. And it's just going to be the 1 run. Moves to 25. 11 overs down. 2 for 84. I think they're running out the drinks, which means I'll need to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. Get a drink of water. Be back in a sec, guys. Alright, I'm back. Geez, that was needed. I needed that drink. That's a really, really hydrating drink of water there as Ferguson's back onto the attack. Single there for Afghanistan, 2 for 85. Do you think it will take them a long time to build enough talent? Probably, yeah. It will be a few years. I don't think they'll ever win a World Cup in cricket, though, to be honest with you. But, yeah, who knows? Ferguson to Sadiq. Afghanistan looking to go one step further than their inaugural semi-final breath last time against South Africa. They're coming up against New Zealand today in a group of death. If they can get through this, they go in the easier Super 8 group. Ferguson to Sadiq. They're going to push for 2 and they're going to get there easily. Moves to 18. 2 for 87 now. After 11 overs. I've got to fix the over thing there. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to put... Well, the Italian captain has never gone to Italy in his entire life. It's because his girlfriend or wife or whatever is Italian. Has an Italian heritage, which, like, that's a bit bullshit, don't you think? Ferguson, he's a South African who married an Italian woman, which apparently means he can play for Italy despite never going to Italy in his entire life. Now, how the fuck is that fair? Yeah, I'm going to marry an American, so I've got American heritage, so I can play for America. That's the type of logic that is, you know? They're just playing for teams that they can't, because they can't make the main team of South Africa, so they've decided I'll play for an associate nation where I can play. Ferguson. They'll get the 1. Goulburn looking good. This partnership looking good. Afghanistan getting back into the game. New Zealand needs something to kind of steady it again. Ferguson, their only wicket taker today so far. 2 for 89 right now. Not 100% sure what par is on this venue, being honest with you. Those loophole. Yeah, true, but like again, you kind of wish that didn't happen. Good fielding again from New Zealand. They've really done decently in the field besides that missed opportunity with Finn Allen and Seifert. It's just going to be the one there for Sadiq. One ball left in this over. It's going to race away. Not far enough as Matt Henry stops it. 12 overs down. Afghanistan are 2 for 92. Yes, I would. What type of question is that, Spinball? Of course I would. I would miss AFL easily to watch the cricket. 100%. I already do. Like, I watch cricket over AFL all the time. And NRL. It's my favourite sport for a reason. It's not like I just do it in the summer, watch cricket in the summer, and then disappear for the rest of the year and then come back in November. Nah, I watch all year, as you're aware. I've got cricket on until at least August now. Nah, I'd rather watch it and not go to the ground. To be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of AFL anymore. I used to be, and then administration changes. Andrew Dillon's trash, and I just don't enjoy it anymore. Nothing to really do with North not winning doesn't help, but I mean, the administration of the AFL is just shit, so I just find it opening round and all this nonsense really uninteresting. That's a really good shot from Sadiq, and that's 4 runs. Straight down there. It's a straight hit down the ground. You're not going to stop that. Nearly 100 runs. They're coming back into the game nicely. It's a beautiful shot. Neesham. Push for 2 and they'll get there again. Good running from Afghanistan today. 168 is the projected score at the moment. 2 for 98 now. Will it be enough with the explosive Finn Allen there? Dominant big bash for him and the Scorchers. Very good time for them. In the big bash. Run rate pushing 8 now. It's going up decently. They'll probably have to bring in some spin again. Crowd filling up here in Chennai. That's a shorter. Bounced a bit lower there. Goes to Glenn Phillips. He'll throw it there to the keeper Seifert. And that's just going to be 1 there. 2 for 99 for Afghanistan. Straight after this game. About 20 minutes after this game concludes, if this goes to 20 overs, we'll get some action between England and Nepal. And then after that, straight to Colombo for Sri Lanka versus Ireland. This partnership, 55 off 42. We get the AFL back soon, which is a shame. I don't really want to. I only watch North. That is a weird shot. It's going to work. Yeah, it's going to work. What a strange shot down the ground. Well, not down the ground. It was fine just above there. Long leg. Region there. It's a good shot. Jimbo, how's it going? I'm on the Cardman server. Do I know you? I'm going well, Dockers Lover. You watched the US game yesterday? I saw you talk about that. 6. Goldwyn's shown up today. 39 now. Got to update that. 39. 3 sixes in this innings so far. He'd prefer AFL. Most people do. Most people prefer AFL. But I'm a cricket person. I prefer cricket, obviously, because if I was an AFL YouTuber, I would be doing AFL stuff, which I used to be. Used to be both for a bit, and then I decided cricket's the priority. It's a lot more enjoyable. I found making cricket content a lot more enjoyable. There's no toxic community, because there's an AFL YouTube community, which is quite toxic. So I'm not involved in that garbage, and yeah. Single there. So yeah, I'm not involved in any of that anymore. And yeah, I get to do my own thing and just chill and make cricket content and stream and watch cricket, which is exactly what I want to do. So yeah, although tomorrow I'll be watching the Super Bowl. Seahawks versus New England. I think Seahawks win. Two for 110. No, probably not. We don't need anyone on for innings break today. Do what we did yesterday, break down the innings. It's not that long of a break. Satner's back in. It's a good shot. And it's just going to be the one there for Sadiq, who moves... Goldman, who moves to 41. Seahawks will win tomorrow, I reckon, Seattle. Two for 111. Hang on, give me a sec. It's a huge storm at my place. No, there's nothing here, which is good. No wickets for New Zealand. They'll be needing something. And that's gone straight to Daryl Mitchell. That will be the single there. 2 for 112. Run rate is increasing rapidly. So this is going to be a little bit of a concern, you'd imagine, at the moment for the Kiwis. 10:30 a.m. Satner. That could have been left alone for a wide, but no, they decide to get the single. You've been at the Shield. Nice. I saw Victoria lost, I think. Unfortunately. $42 for Goldman now. Sadiq on 28. That was a very... Look. It's a shocking delivery, but they've somehow gotten away with it. With 1 to go. Satner's not bowled amazingly today. The current score is 165, which is very doable. I think if they push above 175, it'll be harder for the Kiwis. One to go in the over, and they're just going to run there and get the single easily. 14 overs down, 2 for 115. Another drinks break here. More ads on Prime, which is bullshit. See what people on Discord are thinking. I'll read out some stuff there. Yep, people were saying that Afghanistan are on top of this game, which, to be honest, you'd agree. Apparently the lines to get in. That's the lines to get in to the cricket today. So, yeah. Oh, Mr. Beast Games. Can't stand that guy. Do you know what par is on this ground? Well, not really. In this World Cup, this is the first game in Chennai, so I'm not 100% sure, unfortunately. Yeah, considering this is the first game in Chennai this tournament. Yesterday, Kolkata, Mumbai, and Colombo were the locations. And yeah, today, Mumbai, Chennai, and Colombo again. And yeah. Back here at Chennai. Showing some magic moments from the past. South Africa beating New Zealand in a game a few years back by 2 runs. New Zealand hoping to avoid that today. That's a good shot. And it definitely beats the fielder. Goldman looking to get to 50. He's on 49 now. 49 off 28. He's done well. It was a bit slow at the start, but no Barbara Azam. That was pathetic yesterday. Barbara Azam played awful. That was some of the worst cricket I've seen in T20. All right, see you, Dockers lover. Today, Nepal win. No, they won't. It would be great if they did, but they're not. They're playing England. I don't think Nepal will win today, but I still think they'll make Super 8s. To be honest with you. DNAN. I think Nepal will still make the Super 8s. I think they'll outdo the West Indies, if being honest, in an upset. I support Golden State, but I don't really watch. Basketball's okay. It's just, I don't know. It's not really something I was ever massively into. 50 runs for Goldman today. Of course I'll be going for Nepal against England. I hate England. Absolutely. Just like how I was going for the USA yesterday to beat India. Yeah, I hate England. But using my head, I think England will win quite comfortably. But I still think Nepal will make the Super 8. So they'll upset the West Indies and go through. Goldman in the air. This should be out. It is. Duffy gets the breakthrough. Needed. And he gets it. There's thunderstorms around. It's caught up to me. Spin bowl. Be nice? No. I hate England. I don't care, man. England suck. You've been in Australia for the last few years. Surely you just ditch them and become an Aussie fan. It was not Goldman, it was Sadiq. So yeah, New Zealand get the breakthrough. They needed it. Sadiq Patel, 29 off 24. Did well there with Goldman, who's apparently not on 50 yet. What? They were clapping. And he's apparently not on 50 and they were clapping. What? Now that's just confusing. Yeah, it was. It was pretty embarrassing from India. Yeah, he is on 50. That's what I thought. I was going to say, what? Yeah, it was embarrassing from India, if I'm being honest. Besides one player, which was the captain, Sky, who showed up. Yeah, it was pretty shit, wasn't it? Boomer wasn't playing, but I think. Oh, the thunderstorms that are hitting. So that means I shut that, so I don't have to hear it. And Duffy down the ground for Afghanistan. Darwish hits it and gets 2. But yeah, the US punched above their weight and they did all right, and they should be really proud of their efforts. Duffy. Another chance. No one there though. Darwish gets a single. Moves to 126. 1 to go in the over. New Zealand. There's a few more overs left, and they just 5 overs left. They just don't want to get them into the 160s. Were the English players people who previously paid? What do you mean? Oh, that's beaten Seifert. It's going to go for 4. Not a great shot, of course. It was nicked, but it is 4 for Goldman. And he moves to 54 off 30. 130 after 15. Oops, I mean USA. Yeah, a couple of them play. A lot of them do. Sanjay Kradushina, I think his name is. I just call him Sanjay. He played. He did well. Andreas Gowis did well with the gloves, but not quite with the bat. Yeah, a few others. Couple injury concerns for Team USA going into Game 2 against Pakistan, which I'll do some research right now. Cricket injuries, not SA, USA, not South Africa. Injury. Down the ground. Ali Khan got a groin injury. That's going to hurt them. They've played, this is their second World Cup. Satner. They're going to get the 1. Darwish. It's the 1. New Zealand are going to just want to try and prevent them from going to a massive score. I think they've done pretty well so far, but they don't want Afghanistan to go big at the end there. They'd want Goldman out as soon as possible. Kiwis would be confident to chase anything below 160, you'd imagine. Even 160. 170 is when it gets a bit harder. It's a really good shot down. It's a deep cover region. Nation picks it up. Just going to be the 1. For 132, it's mainly English subcontinent. Yeah. Goldman moves to 5. Again, down the way of cover. Seifert going to be the one for Dewish, who moves to 5. The current rate is 170, and New Zealand would want to not allow that. Hence why the spins here. The captain's hat and another single. For Afghanistan, they're just ticking it along nicely. $12 runs and over will get them to 180. That's going to be a goal to get to that 180 mark. And they're just going to get another single here, pushing it along quite nicely. Yeah, I know, Tommy. End of the over. 3 for 135. After 16. Firepower like Finn Allen and Tim Seifert, they're really gonna challenge Afghanistan's spinners today, although there'll be quite a couple of them. Of those spinners today who are going to try and ruin yeah. Ferguson to Dewish. Down the ground. No one there. So it's 4. No, it's not. Straight to a fielder. Making the semi-finals in the T20 World Cup's probably their most successful thing. Victoria pretty much need one more win to lock in a Junction Oval Sheffield Shield final, which I'll be in attendance. Oh, that's a great shot. No one's catching that. Save your time. Dewish smacks that for 6. He moves to 14. 3 for 143 now. The intensity's picking up. That's the 5th 6 of this innings. New Zealand struggling a little bit with the ball. Ferguson gets belted. 74 metres. Down the ground. Not exactly what he wanted. That's good. Excellent fielding there from Ferguson. Prevents a run there. 3 for 143. Shield ends in late March. But remember, they skipped. Shield isn't on during the test summer. No, Shield isn't on during the Big Bash. So it's just resumed again after it. It started in October, but remember they skipped January and late December, mid-December and January because of Big Bash. Good shot from Dewish. He moves to 15 runs, 56 off. I don't know how much. Doesn't say. Hasn't been the greatest day for New Zealand in the bowling department. And 170 is looking increasingly likely for Afghanistan today. New Zealand need to figure out something quick. They beat the US in their warm-up game. Not by much. They lost 4-1 to India in the bilateral warm-up to this series. That is a shocking delivery. And it isn't getting what it deserves. Afghanistan looking good. Yep, they are. They've shown up today. I tipped New Zealand to win. My predictions for the group stages is still New Zealand second, but that could significantly change if Afghanistan win today. That is a really unfortunate. There we go. No run. Does the umpire call the wide? Yes, he does. 3 for 146. The score prediction is pushing 180. So New Zealand will need to figure something out. It's been a pretty bad bowling performance. Well, not bad, but like. Yeah, exactly right. It's a great shot again. 4-all. It is. It's really impressive that they've shown up. They consistently play good cricket despite not even playing in Afghanistan. Minimal funding. And yeah, 17 overs down 3 for 150. Every team in the group stage plays each other once. So Group B, Australia will play Ireland, Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka and Oman. The top 2 teams of the group stages will make the Super 8s, which is another group stage type for round 2. And then the top 2 teams of that will make the semi-finals and then the final. Rachin Ravindra into the attack. He knows this venue quite well. Chennai Super King player the last few years. He'd know this place quite well, this facility in this country. Born in India, now playing for New Zealand. Rachin Ravindra to Gulbadin, who belts it in the air. That's going to be 6. No one's getting that. Another 6. Number 6 now. Afghanistan are looking very good. New Zealand are in all sorts of trouble. Will spin play a big part with Rashid Khan as well? That's got to be a consideration for which team has the least funding in this World Cup. Probably Oman, to be honest with you. Namibia. This one was dropped. Yeah, New Zealand should probably be doing better than what they're currently doing. Hang on, guys. Sorry. There we go. They just haven't done enough, have they? Ravindra. This will be a wicket. Unless it's a drop. Seifert gets the wicket. End of Gilberton. Great innings for him. 63 runs. New Zealand do get a wicket though. 4 for 156 now. I'm trying to just do a post on my story for unconvincingly. India. They need to buy off the ICC. India too good for America. There we go. ICC love posting about Sky's knock. A couple singles. I'm still trying to post this thing. Just got to find the photo. Give me a sec. Yeah. Better. It's about India beating America. I've put that on my story. What over is this up to? Over 17, nearly over 18, nearly 19. Now I can update this, which is good. Now I can fix that up. Azamat is the other one. How long did they take an innings break? Probably about 20 minutes. In the air, this should be out. No, it's not, actually. I thought that was going to be out, but that's... Mate, take a Superman to fly in and grab that. That's gone for 6. Massive shot. 6, number 7 for this innings. And the Kiwis are in trouble. They'll need a Finn Allen masterclass. 89 metres 6. Fourth 164. Oh no, it's the 18th over now. My bad, sorry. No, mate. Oh, brain rot's just not funny, is it? Having a stretch. All right. I believe it's Neesham into the attack. No, it's Henry. Matt Henry. To Dawish. Dawish. Hits it straight to, well, Glenn Phillips. He ain't dropping that. So Darwish's little cameo comes to an end. You'd imagine Rashid Khan comes in now for Afghanistan, the captain. Glenn Phillips. Oh, mate, come on. This chat's getting ridiculous. Muhammad Nabi's still... Look, Muhammad Nabi's in. He's still playing cricket. That's ridiculous. Muhammad Nabi. In at number 7. Run rate. Just over 9. Yeah, exactly. It's a terrible meme. Not even funny either. It's like, oh, 6-7, I'm so funny. I'm cool. Funny. Don't tell me the ICC broadcast on Prime cuts out. I'd be pretty filthy if that happens. Give me a sec. Oh, no, it's fixed. What's going on? Hang on. What's going on here? Resuming a movie and seeing if that works. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I've got it connected through my iPad. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, it's back to normal though now, so it doesn't matter. Henry to Azmat. There is a storm though, yeah. Which means I probably won't walk the dog, unfortunately. Later on. That's a good catch. Though, from Glenn Phillips to remove. What was his name, man? Mental blank. Hang on. In the air. No one there. Yes, I'm on Starlink, but it's not installed on the roof yet. So it's not 100%. So it's not installed on the roof. It's still like out there. So that will be installed on the roof later in the week. G'day, buddy. How's it going, my friend? Canada play in a few days. Imagine you'll be watching. Asmat. In the air, this should be out. No, why do I keep saying this should be out? That's belted for 6. I forgot this is Chennai. That's 6 runs. 173 now. 1 over to go. They're going to push 180. Yeah, Prime's back to working again. It was just a little glitch due to the weather, I think. And because the TV I'm using to watch this is not good. It doesn't support HD. It's an older TV, that's why it's in here. It's a TV nevertheless, so it doesn't matter. But it's 2 a.m. here. Canada won't play that early in the morning. I'll check your fixture. Canada. When do Canada play their first fixture? $12:30 a.m. So that will be at 8 a.m. your time, I assume. Nabi down the ground, 6 again. Afghanistan are putting the pressure on now. New Zealand are in trouble. That's another great shot. And it's from Mohamed Nabi this time. 179 with 5 to go in the over. Sorry to say, buddy, I don't think Canada will win a single game. UAE is your only chance. New Zealand will beat you, Afghanistan will beat you, South Africa will beat you. So it's basically the UAE or nothing. Great delivery, dot ball. 5 for 179. Umpire doesn't move. The intensity from Afghanistan here has been good. Mohamed Nabi's saying, where's my wide? Why isn't it called? Because that was a great 6. I want another piece of it. Down the ground. Straight to the fielder. They get the single. They're in the 180s. Mohamed Nabi on 9. Yeah, fair enough, buddy. Lockie Ferguson struggling with 3 to go. In this over. Ferguson. Going to be a single here. He's to 15. Asmat. Mohamed Nabi back on strike. Going to watch the NFL? Yes, I am. I'll be watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, and I think Seattle win. Seattle will defeat New England. I think they've been the better team this season. Shame that my Chiefs aren't there. Is what it is, though, I guess. Another dot ball. They've played a lot better after that first 6. Mohamed Nabi. He's going to try and belt this for 6 in the last ball. No, Lockie Ferguson is bowling. Ferguson to Nabi. Nabi hits it down the ground, straight to a fielder. Gonna be the single. Push for 2. Wicket. That's got to be a wicket, right? Yep. Umpire agrees. So, if New Zealand want to win this game, they'll need 183 runs to take down Afghanistan, who did well in their batting innings. End of the innings. End of the innings. 5 for 182. Kiwis would be hoping to chase this down comfortably. But it will be difficult. I don't think it'll be a comfortable chase now. The fans in the ground in Chennai. New Zealand will just be needing Finn Allen to fire there at the top for the Kiwis. That would be their goal. It's been a good performance from Afghanistan. My apologies. Compared to the Kiwis, who I felt were just not at the standard, to be honest with you. They'll need 183 runs if they want to get over the line. So it's going to be a difficult chase, but doable. You'd think. Yeah, it's very doable. So yeah, the Kiwis would be quite satisfied when it comes to their strengths with the batting. Like Finn Allen is very capable of winning the game off his own bat, so they'll be hoping that he can do the same again today for New Zealand in international colours, which he's not in very often. So it's going to be an interesting time. New Zealand have got a couple games they'll probably win, and then they've got South Africa, which will be a massive game. So yeah, they'd be very happy with the way that they played Afghanistan today with the bat. Now they've got to back it up with the ball. Can they do it? My opinion, no. I think New Zealand win. So, yeah. Sanjay yesterday, 37 runs. Did well. Yeah, yesterday was sensational. A near upset, a hat-trick hero, Romario Shepherd, and a captain's knock. India Pakistan could be back on apparently. Yeah, so just reading something. This guy, a bit of NFL news. This Patriots fan has attended 59 Super Bowls and says this season will be his last. That's commitment, man. Going to 59 Super Bowls in a row. That's really cool. Winner of Group A, India. Second, Pakistan. Third, I'll read it out, actually. I've got it. Got it here. Where is it? I've written something with all that stuff there. Afghanistan. No, that's not where it is. I've got a sheet in my notes that I've got here with all of that. It's pretty cool though. I attended 57 straight. Five for 182 is the score. New Zealand 0 for 0. Alright, so yeah, alright, here it is. Group A, I have India first. He's decided that he doesn't want to do it anymore. He's too old now. Anyway, Group A, India. Group A, India first, Pakistan second, Netherlands third, USA fourth, Namibia fifth. Group B, Australia first, Sri Lanka second, Zimbabwe third, Ireland fourth, Oman fifth. Group C, England first, Nepal second, West Indies third, Italy fourth, Scotland fifth. Group D, South Africa first, New Zealand second, Afghanistan third, UAE fourth, and Canada fifth. So that's my prediction for the groups. And I've just seen Daredevil appear on an Amazon ad playing some guy with a dog. This bloke bashes... Yeah, alright. Anyway. But yeah, 50... apparently he spent over 500 grand, Summer Sports, on tickets, which is ridiculous. $500,000. Origins of the USA XI yesterday. South Africa, India, Pakistan, South Africa, India, Pakistan. Wow. But yeah, 500 grand. What games are you streaming next? Not sure. I was considering a double header, but no. That would be 6 hours, man. That'd be a long... No, tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tuesday... Netherlands, Namibia is shit. So I'm probably going to skip that. I don't think I'll be streaming. Yeah, exactly right. Sports, Summer Sports. But yeah, I'm not going to be streaming Netherlands and Namibia. No, not a single person will watch that. And that's not just because, oh yeah, I want views, but just like I don't think anyone in chat would watch that, want to talk there either. It's just, yeah. South Africa, Afghanistan on Wednesday. And then Australia, Ireland, I will be streaming. I don't care what my family says. It's at 8:30. I could not care less. I'd say I don't care. Sorry. I'm streaming Australia. Too bad. Fax eats the bunny. Give the bloke free tickets. I'm just trying to, yeah, so maybe South Africa, Afghanistan on Wednesday, and then Australia, Ireland, I'm definitely streaming. Thursday, I'm at work, so no stream. Friday, I'm at work, so I'll miss Australia because I'm at work, but I'll be listening to it, so no stream Friday. Saturday, Ireland, Oman, not streaming that. England, Scotland, maybe. Sunday, West Indies, Nepal will be the stream. And then India, Pakistan I'll do. I'll figure it all out. But I'm not going to be streaming Netherlands versus Namibia. I'm sorry, but that's not happening. That's just going to be a boring stream. If I'm being honest with you. Nothing against those teams, but just it would be an extremely boring stream. But Nepal will be streamed. I have to stream Nepal at some stage, and it should have been tonight, but no, not to be. When it's Australia, they're on Wednesday. I'm just legit saying too bad. I'm streaming them. It's Australia. I don't care. Wednesday could be the next stream. Maybe Tuesday. Oh, no, actually, Tuesday is that Netherlands. Yeah, Wednesday is probably the next stream. But I'll be watching or listening to every single game. That's going to happen. My goal is to watch at least 5 overs of every single game this tournament. Just like last tournament, which was successful, so I can do it again. Finn Allen. No Rachin Ravindra opening with him, so it will be Allen and Seifert, you'd assume, to take over here. 183 runs off 9.15. Wait, what? 183 runs to win, and they need 9.15 runs per over. Rashid Khan there. Rashid Khan. Just chilling out there. Not sure what the others are doing. The two openers here today. Who is the NZ captain? Mitchell Satner. Mitchell Satner is the captain. It's going to be an interesting chase. Tim Seifert opening, taking the first ball, not Finn Allen, is an interesting, bold choice from the Kiwis. But Tim Seifert, Renegades fans will be aware of him. And Finn Allen, who will absolutely send you. And for Afghanistan, the bowler here is Faruqi. Another good bowler. Who can change the course of a game. Seifert, make sure that's the correct spelling for him. Tim Seifert facing Faruqi. New Zealand need 183 to win. Dot ball to start things off. Here in Shanghai. Alex Wharf standing his 46th T20 as umpire. And joined by him is Langton Rosuri, who's standing his 83rd T20 International. Faruqi to Seifert. Seifert, that's great length though from Faruqi. Faruqi. And that's just going to be another dot ball. Finn Allen needs 5 more runs for 100, or 5 more sixes, sorry, for 100 T20 sixes. Seifert needs 47 more runs for 2,000 T20 internationals. And Gurbaz needs 1 more catch for a milestone that I didn't get to read. They umpire bilateral games as well, Cricketer's Life. So, like, Australia versus India, for an example. Faruqi to Seifert. Down the ground, beats the fielder. Long off region, Seifert 4 to start things off. It was long off or long on, one of those. That area. But pumped for 4. Swung in, but not enough. Beats that fielder, Rashid Khan. And goes away for 4. How do you think? What do you mean they can't get paid in the Olympics? Faruqi to Seifert. Seifert chops it nicely. That's going to be 4 again. Deep backward point area. And that's going to be 4. Yeah, Steve Smith's achieved everything, but he wants to win an Olympic gold medal. You can guarantee he'll be there. He's said it publicly for years that he wants to play in the Olympics, so they're not going to just say no. His goal wasn't even this. He said his goal was the Olympics. They'll get sponsorship contracts and all that, and Cricket Australia would pay them. Cricket Australia would pay, the board would pay, or the Olympic Committee would pay them. One of them. Faruqi to Seifert, no run. 1 more ball in this over, none for 8 to start proceedings here in Chennai for New Zealand, needing 183 runs to claim victory here today and start their group stages off with a bang. Finn Allen yet to face a single ball. Seifert on to go in the over. Rashid Khan trying to adjust his field to try and get Afghanistan over the line. Seifert down the ground. 4 more to end the over. 12 off it. None for 12. It's not non-professional, I can tell you that. If it's non-professional, there's no fucking way I'm watching it. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'd watch it, but like that's disappointing if it is. Is cricket... No, it will be professional. It will be professional. Majib is into the attack. Move this over here. Finn Allen starts off with a single. Allen moves on 1. Seifert on 12. New Zealand need 183 to win. They're currently none for 13. Yeah, then Cricket Australia will pay them. It's fine. And they're rich enough to pay them. They're just greedy. Seifert moves to 13. Allen on 1. But yeah, Cricket Australia will pay those players. It's fine. And Finn Allen departs. Majib gets through him. And he struggles against spin. That's the end of Finn Allen. Huge wicket for Afghanistan here. Silly shot from Finn Allen. He was frustrated as well. Look, I wouldn't be watching I didn't even watch the Olympics really last time except for tennis. And I don't really care about those little sports, which is the problem. And the Olympics is not as good as it's losing its... Like, compare that to the FIFA World Cup. I think people would rather watch the World Cup. Even this, people in India don't care about the Winter Olympics. I don't even care about the Winter Olympics. I'm not going to watch a single bit of Winter Olympics, to be honest with you. Especially with this on. Rachin Ravindra in. Mitchell Stark's brother does high jump, I think. Some sort of athlete. He's won gold, I think. Yeah, exactly, aren't they, Crick Lover? Some of that shit is just dangerous. Shouldn't be allowed. Another wicket! New Zealand are falling apart. Majib on a hat-trick. That's the end of Rachin Ravindra. Rachin Ravindra disappointed. Goes out in a golden duck. Silly shot. Goes right through him just like it did to Finn Allen. Perfect slider, really. That's what it was. And what can he do about that? Majib's up and about. So is Gurbaz there. That is the end of Rachin Ravindra. He departs on a golden duck. New Zealand are in all sorts of trouble right now in Chennai. That's the end of Rachin. In comes Glenn Phillips. Who's on a hat-trick ball he's got to deal with. Majib 2 from 2. The Seifert on the other end. Must be familiar with this stuff, playing for the Renegades. Seifert on 13. Off 7. Glenn Phillips dealing with a hat-trick ball here. Can we have another hat-trick like yesterday? Can Majib join Romario Shepherd in T20 World Cup 2026 hat-tricks on day 2? Can there be 2 hat-tricks in 2 days? We will see. Majib to Glenn Phillips. Hat-trick ball. This could be out. No, it's not. No hat-trick. Dot ball. 2 for 14. 1 to go in the over. Phillips had no idea what he was doing. He could have joined the others in the sheds. Very lucky to get away with that with 1 ball left in the over. Will he survive? Yes, he will. 2 overs down, 2 for 14. Afghanistan well on top now. You could just tell how disappointed New Zealand are. They really want to get over the line here. It's the group deaths It's the group of death. They want to get over that line. Can they do it? That's the thing. Can they do it? I don't know. As Matt comes in, if Majib's doing that, what will Rashid Khan do to New Zealand later on in the innings? But New Zealand are a capable team. They can win this game. And they're going to keep bowling spin, you'd imagine. No, they're not. Interesting choice to bowl pace, considering what spin did in the previous over. So Tim Seifert likes pace, so this could be an expensive over. We'll see. Seifert down the ground, dot ball. Pressure on. 135 kilometres per hour there against Tim Seifert. And Majib destroyed Allen and Rach and Ravindra back to back, which has given Afghanistan control over this game. On the ground, that's going to be a 4, you'd imagine. Nah, incapable of stopping it there. Sadiq attempts, but it's a good shot. Down for 4. Do these teams play next? Who do they play? Afghanistan play... I can check for you now. They'll play an associate nation next. T20 World Cup. They play... Well, New Zealand play the UAE next in 2 days, and Afghanistan play South Africa. So, oh, geez, that's going to be a tough game for Afghanistan. Is that a wide? Umpire says yes. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Afghanistan there. 2 challenging starts, but then after that, it's a breeze for them. They can just win the next 3, and if they really win this, they can secure... Sorry, if they win the next 2, my bad. They've gone right through Allen and then right through Ravindra. With 3 to go in this over. No more than 2 fielders allowed outside of the 30-yard circle for the power play. So can you explain, does Pakistan just stay and not... Yeah, it's similar to what India did in the Champions Trophy. Pakistan will play all their games in Sri Lanka. They won't go to India for a single game. And if they make the final won't be in India. It will be in Sri Lanka. All the other teams have to travel. But it's what India did in the Champions Trophy, so not really fair. But Indians can't complain about it because that's what they got that luxury in the Champions Trophy, so they really can't complain. Runs 2 there, 2. Oh no, they've run the single. 2 for 20. It's part of the agreement. And any other teams playing in Sri Lanka? Yes. Australia are playing all of our group stages in Sri Lanka. Group B is entirely in Sri Lanka. So Group B will be entirely in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, Oman, Ireland, Zimbabwe, Australia, and then Pakistan in Group A will be in Sri Lanka for the entire tournament. Australia will go to India if we make the Super 8s. They're already into the middle here. Chapman. Oh, it's been a thing for a while. It's been brewing. It's a geopolitical issue. And, yeah, it's sad. I want it to stay away from cricket. But unfortunately, no, that's not going to happen. 2 for 21 now. So it's been called a wide. 2 to go in this over. Only 3 overs down. Kiwis. Down the ground. 4 runs. Phillips gets off with a 4. Yeah, let's refuse to play England. Nah. We don't have any political problems with it. We refuse to play Afghanistan in bilateral cricket, and I don't think they're allowed to play here in Australia because we've said we're not going to play them until the Taliban are removed. Which, fair enough, I guess. Well, it is fair enough because I don't want to play a bunch of people who don't believe that women's equality is. Who don't believe in women's equality. I don't want to play people who believe that. It's just wrong. Dot ball, end of the over, 3 overs down, 2 for 25. I think England and Australia are both not playing Afghanistan unless it's ICC events. That's what it is. So it's a dot ball to end that over, 2 for 25. There were huge boycotts with South Africa, yeah, and Zimbabwe, and Sri Lanka. Yeah. The Australian squad's fine. I'm not scared at all. I think we'll be fine. It'll be a difficult challenge, but we're here. When it's an ICC tournament, never doubt Australia will always be there, every time. And if India play like they did last night, then they are not as good as people think. Majib. Dot ball again. For him, Majib has been terrific so far. 2 for 3 off his off 8 deliveries so far in his innings. G'day, Luke. Phillips sweeps and beats the fielder. Fine leg region for. No Hazelwood, no Cummins hurts, but again, we've got depth. We've got David, we've got Alice, we've got good bowlers. So we've got David with the bat. Maxwell can spin the ball. And yeah, I wish Steve Smith was in the team. Why would any Thunder player make the team after the way that they played? I'm sorry, but they played awful. Warner's the only player that would deserve to be in the team, and he retired, so not possible. Well, I mean, Sixers Jack Edwards played atrocious against Pakistan, like awful. Dot ball, 152 from 97. I need to strike it a little bit better. No, I don't want Warner to come back. I like Head and Marsh opening, they're better. Seifert, no run. That should be the end of the over. 2 for 8, off 2 for Majid. 4 overs down, 2 for 31. No, we want Smith opening, Tommy. You're a Sixers fan, you should agree with this. If we're going to bring an opener in, it's Smudge. Smudge should play opening, and then I'd move. I like Marsh opening, but you'd move him to 3 to keep informed Smith. Or you'd move Smith down to 3 or 4 and have him play the middle overs. I hate it. I don't want Indians buying Big Bash. It means no Pakistani players or Bangladesh players will be allowed. And you should be worried if that's the case, Luke, because apparently the Cricket Victoria and Cricket New South Wales have said the Renegades and the Thunder are for sale and the Sixers and the Stars are preserved. Phillips, like they said for ownership, they're going to sell 49% to someone else for Stars and Sixers, but Renegades and Thunder will be 100% to the new owner. No. BBL should be franchised, but please just don't change the names. You can have Indian owners, but don't change to stupid names like Sydney Indians or whatever they're called. Mumbai Indians, Sydney. No one wants that. $151 from 94. Two for 32. Dog wants dinner, I think. Faruqi to Seifert. Seifert takes him on down the ground, 4 runs. Deep nick wicket. Region moves to 23 runs. Well, they're not going to, hopefully. Big Bash is an established league, unlike the 100. That's why I think the franchises are more valuable, hence why they won't change the names. And the Australian crowd won't go. No one wants to watch Mumbai Indians Sydney play Sunrisers Melbourne, for an example. No one wants to watch that, so no one will go. And the BBL will die. Seifert takes him on. Down the ground. 6. That's the first 6 of New Zealand's innings. Seifert wants to win this game. 29 off 17 for him. I have no idea. Pretty much every league in the world except for us. Which is good. But a beautiful shot though. 80 metre 6. Hits it to square. Moves for 2. Pushes for 2. They're going to get there. Great running from New Zealand. Although Afghanistan are interested here. They claim it's out. Umpire says no. Nah, safe. Great running. Yeah, safe, easily. Exactly right, Crick Lover. No one would want that. But yeah, absolutely safe. Seifert in. Great running. Seifert 31 off 18. Phillips 10 off 8. New Zealand 2 for 44. They've clawed their way back into it. This is going to be a good game. Faruqi to Seifert. That is a terrible, terrible full delivery. Should have been smashed. But instead, Seifert picks off a fielder. Going to be a dot ball. 5 overs down, 2 for 44. Game's on. Seifert doesn't want to... You may get more going into the Indian-owned teams. Yeah, you'd lose Pakistan players and supporters, which is just not right. Seifert isn't giving up. New Zealand chasing 180 plus totals. 3 wins and 29 losses. That's not good. What do you think you've done wrong? You expected the pitches to spin more like the previous season at NG Stadium, and it didn't spin. So you had one too many spinners. That was the problem, and you've gotten rid of Tanvir Sangha, right? Did he leave? 4 runs for Phillips. New Zealand are not giving up. Hits it to deep fine leg for 4. or long leg. It was a leg side shot. Yeah, it was deep fine. Yeah, it was... No, my bad. It was Ollie Davies. Down the ground for a dot ball. 135 off 87 is doable. Man, how good would have that been last night if the US won? That would have been hilarious. Dot ball. Respect Majib's bowling and then try and punish others. I know Rashid Khan's still to come, so that could be a problem for the Kiwis. But 135 off 86 should be chased, being honest with you. Down the ground, 4 more. To cover. Two for 52. Seifert and Phillips want to win. Well, last night they were terrible. It doesn't matter if a win's a win. But Pakistan and India were atrocious yesterday. They were. Especially Pakistan. You saw that on my stream. They played shit. They didn't deserve to win that at all. 6 overs down, 2 for 52. But yeah, Pakistan did not deserve to win last night. Or yesterday. Absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched every single game of this World Cup so far. Went to bed at 4 a.m. yesterday. 6 overs down though. Seifert 31 off 19. Phillips 18 runs there. Run rate for New Zealand 8.67. Oh shit. Now that I've said that, all of you are going to go, especially Tommy, 6-7, 6-7. Oh god. Why did I do that, man? Fuck. Why did I do that? Why? Yeah, never again. That was humiliating. And now I'm going to get fucking clipped. Someone will clip that, I assume. Yeah, I'm never doing that again. That felt horrible. 2 for 52 though. 131 off. What did you do? Oh, mate, I'm not going to even repeat it. Jesus. It was involving the numbers 6 and 7. Humiliating. Pretty pathetic from me that I would do that. But yeah, Seifert, if they can stay in this game, then New Zealand have a chance. Fucking hell. Rashid Khan in now. They just got to hope that Seifert doesn't go. They're still under the run rate, so they need to still accelerate. I'll tell you what, Rashid Khan struggled in India in the IPL lately, so... Glenn Phillips likes the square, front of square. Loves to switch hit, which we've seen. 6 overs. Rashid Khan. to Seifert. Got a slip bowler. Got a slip there as well in the field. 2 for 53. New Zealand got the single. 130 from 83. It's going to be... I think they're capable to still do it. Especially if they've got Tim Seifert there. Glenn Phillips as well. They've got to punish Rashid here. Show them that we're not scared of you. And we will spelt you and win this game. That's what New Zealand's mentality's got to be. Single there for Phillips. 129 of 82. For victory for New Zealand. It's a good shot down the ground. It's a long on. And it's going to be the single. Well, first of all, he's not on 98. Down the ground, 6 runs for Phillips. Exactly what I said they should do. This is the way to say, we are not afraid of you. You're world class. We don't care. We're going to belt you for 6. That's what should be done. That's a great shot. Straight down the ground. You're not going anywhere near that. Does it again. 4 more. Cow corner region, 4 more. Exactly what I said they needed to do. Don't respect this bowler. Don't allow what they did with Mujeeb. Because that cost them dearly. Yeah, this is going to be a good game of cricket. That's why I chose this game. I feel like this... It wouldn't do as well views-wise as the Nepal game, which I would have streamed as well. But this is a higher quality match. Again! Oh, misfield! But they stop the 4. Just going to be 1. I thought that could have sailed away there for 4 from a misfield. End of the over. Successful over that New Zealand dominated in. 2 for 60. 66, I think it is. How many views have you had? I don't really check during the stream. I check post-stream. Because it's not accurate until the stream ends, if you know what I mean. So I ended, it said I had 500 views yesterday, and then I ended, and it said I had 9,000. So it's inconsistent. If I get over 1,000, I'm satisfied, if I'm being honest. 117 from 78. They needed an over like they just had. Zia in for pace. Is this a silly decision? Phillips hits it to the square region, which is one of his strengths. 2 for 67 now. And no, I'm not going to repeat what I did earlier. 31 runs for Phillips. 32 runs for Seifert. This partnership's done well. Well, 33 for Seifert, my bad. This partnership has done well. Yeah, indoor cricket's alright. I've played better lately. I haven't gone out for the last few weeks. Since we've returned. Push for 2 is what they want. And they do get there easily. Great running from New Zealand. I do want New Zealand to win. For my prediction's sake. And New Zealand's our little cousin or a little brother. So I respect the Kiwis. And it's a no ball as well. That is a costly mistake. Can Seifert belt him now and really show that you fucked up? That's the thing here. Yep, overstepped. This could be, you fucked up, we're belting you. That's New Zealand's mentality. This could... Anything that's not a boundary would be disappointing here. Especially the runs required. You'd want them to go big here. Seifert. If you're a New Zealand supporter, you want a 6 here and just show the authority. And it's going to be a dot ball. Nothing off it. Disappointing if you're a Kiwi. But this game is on. It's a good game of cricket. Rahman. To Seifert. They've got to call a wide there. They've got to call a wide. Yeah, good call from the umpire. They didn't call a few wides yesterday for both teams, which shocked me a little bit. There were a couple wides against the Netherlands and a couple against Pakistan that they didn't give, which I was confused about. Zia to Seifert. 35 off 23 for Seifert. Jeez, not quite. Good bowling there. New Zealand need a 6 here to really... Seifert and Faf, they're comparing. Stances are similar. Almost identical. Faf's bat's a little bit higher than Seifert's. Down the ground, little sneak, but straight to the fielder. Going to be the one. Two for 72 with 1 to go. What over are we in? Over number 8. $7.4. Seifert's a pretty good player. Phillips. Straight to the fielder. Just going to be a single. Moves to 73 runs for the Kiwis. 2 for 73. 1 to go in this over. Phillips on 32. Seifert on 36. Afghanistan, I'd say Afghanistan are probably 60-40 Afghanistan's way at the moment. New Zealand need to still strike a little bit better. This partnership's done well though. 59 off 41. Want it to continue as long as possible here in order for New Zealand to claim victory. Good shot down the ground. They're going to push for 2. Can they get there? They will easily. 2 runs. To end the over. 2 for 75 after 8. I just have a feeling New Zealand are going to just go nuts and win the game. They've still got Daryl Mitchell there, by the way. They've got a couple people who can win games off their bat. So, they're entirely capable. $108 from 72. Asmat's back in. Glenn Phillips 32 off 20. Seifert 38 off 26. Strike rate's the exact same, actually. And just the one for Phillips. Seifert on strike. New Zealand 2 for 76. Phillips 33. Seifert 38 actually. I gotta fucking change that. There we go. A wicket here would really hurt them. Afghanistan would be very happy with that if that happens. Seifert. Twos are not going to win this game, or ones. They need to start trying to get those boundaries. Becoming harder and harder now. Phillips on 33. Opportunity. No. 4 runs. Needed that. Needed a boundary. There's a bit of a dry patch with the boundaries there, so they needed that. They can't really afford to have no boundaries. They need at least 1 and over. Really good shot there from Phillips, though, down the ground for... Phillips, another 4. Deep fine leg. They needed it. Moves into the 40s now. 41 off 23. 12 4s and 2 6s in this innings so far for New Zealand. I don't think that's where he wanted it though. But boundaries are boundaries. They've got 8 off the over. Or 10 off the over now. With 2 to go in this 6-6, and New Zealand are higher in the win percentage. I think Afghanistan are slightly ahead at this current stage, but it's becoming more likely and likely that New Zealand are going to win, and it's creeping up. We've got a good game of cricket here, though, don't we? Phillips just gets that single, moves to 42. Seifert on 39. But we've got a good game of cricket here. $97 from 67 to win. Seifert on 39 of 27. Required run rate has dropped. This is smart cricket to end the over. 40 runs for him so far. End of the over. 2 for 87. New Zealand are in this game, and we've got a good game on our hands at the moment, don't we, chat? Rashid Khan's over really spiked this. This is what started New Zealand's comeback. Rashid Khan's inability to bowl, and he's going to need to get some wickets. Getting interesting, though, this game. Rashid Khan back into the attack. It's getting interesting though. Rashid Khan had a terrible first over, and really, if they lose, that over may be responsible. To be honest with you. Seifert 41 runs, 42 runs for Phillips. Run rate 9.60. Glenn Phillips doing well at the moment. Seifert as well. They're both batting well. They're refusing to give up. Rashid Khan gone. Oh, geez. Rashid's told him to fuck off. I'm not kidding. You can read that lip language He said fuck off, geez. That's petty. Phillips out. Rashid just said fuck off. Could this change the game? Rashid Khan has just said fuck off, and you can clearly see it. That's what he said. It's a dick move. Chapman in now. And they've still got Seifert there as well. So it's there. And tell you what, that Nepal crowd's going to be huge. Apparently it's a sellout. Going to be a massive game of cricket there after this. In Mumbai, down the ground, 4 more. No. Fielder there. Long off, stops it. Big for 90. Game on. No. Seifert on 42. Chapman. They want to push for 2. They'll get there easily. 3 runs for him now. They'd probably, if I'm Afghanistan, I'm probably bringing back Majib for another over. Do that against Chapman here. Just put the pressure back on properly. Because they were breezing along nicely. Glenn Phillips and Seifert. Dot ball to end the over. 10 overs down halfway through. 3 for 92. 91 needed left. Geez, this is going to be a close game of cricket, I can tell you that. New Zealand are well and truly in this. England, Nepal is straight after this game, about 20 minutes later, and then Sri Lanka, Ireland. England, Nepal is going to be massive, that crowd. Nepal will show up. Nepalese fans will go in numbers. Every game's sold out apparently for them. Slower ball there from Zia. Seifert saw that from a mile away, gets the single. Pressure on the Kiwis here a little bit after that Phillips wicket in the previous over. Rashid Khan getting that wicket. Muhammad Nabi still yet to bowl. So it's an option for later on. Chapman on 3 off 3. Seifert 43 off 31. I'd say Afghanistan is still on top. Even when Winviz said New Zealand, I didn't agree with that exactly. I thought Afghanistan is still on top of this game in Chennai. That's a good shot. That's going to be 4 runs for Chapman. Down deep cover. 4 runs. 3 for 97. Good shot. Shoots it down the ground again. Fielder will stop this though. It's Azat who stops it. Chapman gets 2. 43 runs for Seifert, 2 runs there. Adding on for Chapman. 3 for 99 for New Zealand. What an start though was from Majib, and then Rashid tells Phillips to fuck off, which is pretty poor. Chapman to Zia. And Chapman sees that from a mile away. Afghanistan do stop it though, so it's a single. 100 runs now for New Zealand. Still got a while left in order for them to win. Chapman on 10. Seifert on 43. 83 from 56. This game is going to be interesting. Required run rate 8.89 and over for victory. Zia to Seifert. What can Seifert do here? Can he get a boundary? No run. Dot ball. 83 from 55 with 1 to go in this over. They are 6 minutes behind the innings timer though, Afghanistan, so they may have to bring a fielder in soon. And that would help New Zealand dearly. So they're probably going to bowl some spin again soon. This phase of the game will make or break this match. Seifert on 43. Zia, none for 17 off his 2. Down the ground for a single to end the over. 3 for 101 after 11. 44 runs for Seifert off 33. 10 off 6 for Chapman. And I'm getting an ad for Mr. Beast, which I don't want to see on my screen. Get off my screen. It's going to be an interesting... Down the ground, 4 more. Seifert moves to 48. He's getting closer to his 50. The Kiwi and the Renegade. Beautiful shot against Rashid Khan, and the umpire's ducked the other way. What a good shot. Rashid Khan to Seifert. Oh, they've dropped it. Rashid's dropped Seifert on 48. Rashid Khan has dropped Tim Seifert on 48. Could this be costly later on? He's juggled it like a hot potato and has dropped it. Rashid Khan dropped it. It carried, he dropped it. Seifert not going to run. Yes, Rashid Khan has dropped the ball. Good shot. Just going to be a single. Hits it. Deep point region, I believe. With 2 to go in this over, but yes, missed opportunity. For Rashid Khan. Siphon on 49 now. Chapman down the ground. There's a fielder there to stop it though. They'll move and they'll get 2. Chapman moves to 12. Siphon on 49. New Zealand 3 for 108 with 1 to go. Who predicted to win now? 50-50. A wicket of Seifert would go a long way for Afghanistan in this fixture. On game 4, Khan to Chapman. Didn't carry. 12 overs down, 3 for 108. My pre-game prediction was the Kiwis. I'd say right now it's 50-50. Tim Seifert, 5th most runs for a T20 New Zealand cricketer ever. He's now 5th on the T20 most runs made list. Muhammad Nabi into the attack for the first time today. You'd expect him in a little bit sooner, but no. Muhammad Nabi in. Seifert 49 off 37. Chapman 12 off 8. Game on the balance. Seifert. No run to start the over. 49 off 38 for him. Bit of a grind after a good start. But he's read the game well. He's understood what he's needed to do. Seifert. Down the ground. That's 6. And that's the way to get your 50. Wasn't down the ground. It was to deep square. But that's gone for 6. And that's a good way to bring up your half century. 55 off 39. And this guy has not given up. Just when Finn Allen and Ratchin Ravindra go out back to back, this man has stood tall and hasn't allowed this. Daryl Mitchell still to come. This game is well and truly on. 55 off 39. 4 sixes and 2... No, yeah. 4 sixes. No, 6 fours and 2 sixes. That's better. In the air. Oh, don't even bother catching that. Don't even bother. That's another 6. Back to back. New Zealand want to win this game. Great shot from Seifert. He moves to 61. 12 off 2 now. $12 runs off 2 balls. Back-to-back sixes. Massive moment for New Zealand. They'd feel like they've got a good shot here now. Muhammad Nabi in all sorts of pressure. Seifert 61 off 40. Chapman 12 off 8. 63 from 45 required. 3 for 120 is New Zealand at the moment. I wonder what's going on with Rashid Khan in his head. What is he thinking? What sort of field do I set for Tim Seifert here? Nabi to Seifert. Seifert down the ground. Straight to a fielder. No, it's not. 4 runs. I thought the fielder would have tried harder than that, but no, not going to happen. 4 more. New Zealand have now gotten 16 off 3. Seifert moves to 65. Three for 124. Terrible over from Muhammad Nabi. And there's still 2 to go. Seifert. There's a wicket. What a crazy over so far. Another wicket, though. It is Tim Seifert. It's to get his team home. He's done a hell of a job to get that, to make that a reality. Daryl Mitchell will come in. Tim Seifert, filthy. Nearly the 13th over. .59 from 43. You'd think New Zealand are now in front, because they've just smashed 16 runs in an over, albeit a wicket there as well. So this game is really turning on its head. Daryl Mitchell now in. .59 from 43. Played at this ground quite a bit for Chennai. Push for 2. They'll do it easily. New Zealand get 2 now. Wicket of Seifert, but successful over. 18 off it. 4 for 126. Yeah, exactly. 2 good games I've chosen to stream, haven't I? So far in the T20 World Cup. Rashid Khan back into the attack. Trying to hit it straight down the ground. And Rashid's got fielders there ready to go. So it's going to be a single to start proceedings. Chapman moves to 13. Rashid Khan to Daryl Mitchell. Yeah, you probably could, Tommy. Reverse sweep. Beats the fielder 4 more. What was that fielding? That was atrocious. Oh, I paid for US ads. It costed 99 cents for that one broadcast. It cost 99 cents to get US ads, and I paid for it. Worth it. %33 win chance. And 67% win chance for New Zealand. Single run for Mitchell. Four for 132. Push for 2. Nope, just the 150 from 38. Chapman on 14, Mitchell on 7. New Zealand 4 for 133. They're going to run 2. And they'll easily get there. outside. That's shit. Can't walk the dog till that clears. Thank God there's no rain here, though. We've got a game. 48 from 37. Yeah, fair enough, spin bowl. I'm going to watch it at home with ads from America. Push for 2. No run. End of the over. 4 for 136. Drinks break. Can they get the job done and chase down 182 runs? Puppy Bowl, probably. Although I don't really care about that. That was a pour over from Rashid. Here we go. Nepal fans are already up and about. Yeah, it's for a good cause. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a massive game in Mumbai tonight. I don't know in terms of quality of cricket, but the Nepal fans are up and about. Yeah, it's a great idea, but I'm not going to personally watch it. A lot. Tell you, a lot of people have come over. Nepal's about hour and a half, 2 hours. Majib is in. This could break or break the game. New Zealand pushing, easily gets there for a single. 4 for 137 now. They really should get home. .46 from 35 should be done. But we've seen crazier situations. Chapman on 14 off 10. On the ground, going to be the one. There's the 15. Four for 138 is now the score. Majib up and about earlier in the game. He's very satisfied. And just going to be a single there. 4 for 139. Chapman on 15. Mitchell on 12. At this current time. That is a shocking delivery and deserves to get smacked. And that's exactly what happened. That was full toss garbage. Absolute pie. Deserved to be smashed in the slog zone. Got what it deserved. That is a shocking ball. They've kept him waiting too long. I think they should have played Majib earlier in the game. 92 metre 6, mind you, into the crowd in Chennai. 38 from 32. Does a little scoop, beats the fielder for more. Down to third man, beats the fly slip. Thank you for New Zealand. Thank you very much. 12 runs for Mitchell. Chapman on 25, looking to close the game. New Zealand were in all sorts earlier when Finn Allen and Rachin Ravindra went out consecutively on ducks, or 1 run and then a golden duck. And Seifert and Phillips has set this game up, and Chapman's looking to finish it. Goes, and they're going to get 2 easily. Mitchell and Chapman are doing well. 27 runs now. 32 from 30. The game's getting more closer and closer to completion. 4 for 151 after 15. This will help New Zealand net run rate because the way that this is going, it will be done quite quickly. Never say never for Afghanistan, but I didn't really see the hype for them. I saw the way that they played in the Asia Cup, and they played terrible. 1% win chance. And Mark Chapman wants to finish this game quickly. He wants to finish this game quickly. 32 from 30 for the Kiwis today. Asmat against Mitchell. That's another bad delivery. These are terrible balls when you're trying to defend such a low total. Stop bowling full like that in the slog zone. Lucky to get away with it. That should have been smashed for 6. I'm going to call on it. What's going on here? What's the umpire doing? What is this umpire doing? There's an umpire review for a no ball. It is a no ball, confirmed. They're going to change that decision to a no ball. .30 from 30 now. Free hit. Chapman can belt him for 6. Chapman, can he go big? No, he can't. Dot ball. Rashid and Mitchell having a chat. I don't know if they've played together before. Asmat. Chapman. Go straight to a fielder. Just going to be the single. 29 or 28. No nonsense now should be the approach. Mitchell. Going to push for 2. No run. Mitchell on 14. Chapman on 28. 4 for 155. 28 off 27 required for victory here for the Kiwis in Chennai. A wicket. Maybe there is another twist in this story. It's the end of Chapman on 28. Straight to Rashid Khan. Standard catch, really. Regulation catch to keep them in this game. In comes the captain, Satner. Game on here. Is this another wicket? Umpire says no. Rashid Khan has a chance to send this up. I don't think he's interested. .28 from 25 now. It's another great delivery to round off the over. 5 for 155 after 16. Is there another twist here? Can Afghanistan get back into it? I believe so. Here we go, 28 from 24. Here we go. Rashid Khan. He's still got an over. No, he's bowled his overs. We've got Majib who's done his overs as well. They're gone full pace here now. With 4 overs remaining here in Chennai. Can New Zealand win this game or can Afghanistan get back into it? Good delivery, but good shot as well. Timed perfectly from Daryl Mitchell, and he's going to get there for 2. Moves to 157. 26 from 21. New Zealand should realistically get this done, but we've seen weirder things, haven't we, in the cricketing world, and apparently New Zealand were the underdogs today, which shocked me. I tipped them. I've got, obviously, not a single tip of mine has been incorrect. That's not a shock. Good shot down the ground. 25 from 22 now. Satner moves to... No, Mitchell. Daryl Mitchell moves to 17. Satner struggled the last over. Looks like the Kiwis will get home though. Afghanistan will need a lot to go their way here. First of all, wickets are key now. Try and prevent New Zealand from getting anywhere near this. They need some stuff to go their way. $25 from 22. The crowd's done well here in Chennai. People have shown up. Obviously, will be nothing compared to the next game. Nepal fans are going nuts. They're already in the line, obviously. It's going to be a huge crowd there. Good shot. Sorry, good ball. There from Faruqi, I believe. 25 from 21 now. Oh, the Kiwis. For victory. No, it was from Zia. Sorry, my bad. Satner on 0 off 3. They've got to get him off strike and they've got to get Mitchell on. I think they're both aware of that. Not many on the leg side if they can time that. Thunder strikes near my house. Overthrow. They're going to get another run here. They do. Poor from, I was going to say poor from Pakistan because that's usually who it is who does these type of mistakes. But poor from Afghanistan there. And Saintner moves to 2. I was going to say poor from Pakistan because that's usually the team who fucks up in the field. But it's Afghanistan today. It's Afghanistan. And haven't been great. In the field. They elected to bat first as well. So Rashid Khan wants something. 9. Beats the fielder near mid-wicket. And it's going for 4. 19 off 19 now. With 1 to go in this over. And now you'd say New Zealand are going to win. I believe that was Rashid Khan who it defeated in the field there. And it's 4. 1 to go in this over. Satner. Taking on Zia. Catching opportunity. No, don't even bother. That's a 6. 13 off 18 now. New Zealand have definitely got this game in the bag. 17 overs down. 5 for 170. Poor delivery again. 2 full. It's just not going to work. The full deliveries haven't worked today for Afghanistan and they keep bowling them. The run rate's just so the power play was actually the weakest net run rate wise. And then 7 to 14, 10 runs and over. Now 11 runs and over. This current phase of the game. Looking to just increase that more and more here at the end. It's apparently called finish these phases in this World Cup. It is from the ICC only. It's ridiculous. The current run rate's 10. They'll push for 2. They won't get it. Daryl Mitchell on 18. Satner on 12. 5 for 171. G'day, Meg Gunn. Kiwis are going to get home, it looks. After a shocking start with the bat, to be honest with you. And apparently they were underdogs, but no, I didn't. I didn't tip New Zealand to lose. Yes, this game's still going on. I did, yeah. Very close to finishing. 12 off 17. Beats the fielder. 4 more. Long leg region. 4 more. Thank you. This game's going to be done very, very soon. And to be honest, this game's gone longer than yesterday. You'd have to be right there, Meg Gunn. Yesterday's stream was 3 hours 30, apparently, so it's apparently shorter by 8 minutes. But Afghanistan has been behind the timer for their bowling, so that would explain it. Push and... Is that an overthrow again? No. Single. I'm not sure. There's definitely a few. Colombo, 2 grounds there. There's one in Kandy that they're playing. Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Gujarat. Not sure. No Bengaluru though. No Bengaluru. 7 off 15 required for victory. For the Kiwis, they should get it done. Shouldn't they? Everyone wishes this was free to air, to be honest with you. That is dispatched into the crowd for 6. And Daryl Mitchell basically finishes the game off. 1 run needed. That is... see, this has been a problem with Afghanistan's bowling today. They've been bowling too full in the slog zone and pretty much everything. They're going to review this for a no ball. If it's a no ball, it's game over. What a shit way to win the game. But that would be the end of this if it's a no ball and New Zealand get home. Umpire review here. This looks close. I think it's under. I think it's under the waist. To me, at least. I think it's all good. To proceed. 183 required. 1 more run required for victory for New Zealand. Umpire review. Still reviewing here. Oh, this is a fair delivery confirmed. Just like I thought. 2 balls left in the over. 1 more run required for victory here today. For the Kiwis proceed into the next game. Game over. New Zealand claim victory today. And they defeat Afghanistan. And it didn't look like they would earlier in the innings, but they've done it easily in the end by 5 wickets. And they did it with a decent amount of time. They're going to get a significant amount of net run rate here today. And let's check the Nepal game. For that Nepal game, do we have a winner of the coin toss? To see what they're up to. New Zealand win that game. Nepal versus England. Nothing yet. Maybe a VPN and watch it free. Yeah, you'd go on ICC TV if you want to do that. New Zealand win by 5 wickets. Easily in the end. Wasn't a big deal for them. They moved to first on the ladder. In Group D, the group of death. Certainly what they wanted. 5 for 183. New Zealand win by 5 wickets. And that's a really good win for the Kiwis, if I'm being honest with you. They're happy. considering where they were earlier in the game. Finn Allen and Ratchet Ravindra are both out for Chiefs 1 run total for the two of them back to back. And you felt Afghanistan were on top, but they've just let themselves go and New Zealand get home and they win the first game for their T20 World Cup campaign. It starts with a win. And as for Afghanistan, they're not looking happy that they've lost and they've found a way to lose this game and they should have won after that start. But yeah, New Zealand did enough today and very good win for the Kiwis. All right, that will do on the stream front. Thank you for watching, guys. And yeah, I'm not sure when I'll stream next. We'll wait and see. I'll just check the fixtures and all that and sort that out. But not tomorrow, not Tuesday, because I'm not streaming Netherlands versus Namibia. That's not going to happen. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Until the next one, cheers. See ya. I'll probably be streaming the Aussies next because I'll be definitely streaming Australia. But I'll probably be streaming them next. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until the next one, cheers. See you guys.